I'm Monica Brown of yourhealthsource.org, and I want to share with you our most often go-to chocolate cake. So when we changed our diet, we were so excited to find out that all we had to do was change ingredients and then of course eat more fruits and vegetables and whole grains. But in this recipe, I'll just real quick put it together for you. This is, let me do it like this. Let me first start with the whole wheat. So we milled this morning. We took the grain and just milled it. And it's beautiful golden flour with everything in it and nothing taken out. And then there's no preservatives added. Then I'm going to add some organic cocoa, just organic cocoa powder. Okay. And then I have some natural sugar here. So it actually happens to be 2 cups. I think I did about 1.5 cups. I think you can go less, especially if you're not addicted to sugar. Now, a lot of times I'll mix this in my Bosch mixer. You could do it in a KitchenAid as well, or use a hand blender, just to make sure all the cocoa and everything is very, very fine so you don't get chunks in your recipe. And then I put baking powder and baking soda and sea salt in here, and both the baking powder and the baking soda are aluminum free. So that's something you want to do. Those are 2 things I wasn't purchasing before until I learned about it. So you do not need the aluminum in your baking powder or baking soda. So if I have my mixer, I just put it all in, and then the next thing I'm going to do is add this melted butter. Today I use melted butter, but my favorite is to use melted coconut oil, and it's just a 1/2 cup, so this happens to be a stick of butter. I have 2 eggs, farm fresh eggs, already whipped up with my fork. And then I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of Simply Organic pure vanilla extract. This is my grandmother's recipe, and all I did was change it to go from store-bought flour to fresh whole wheat flour. And then I added real sea salt, real butter, no Crisco. And later, I'm going to make the icing for you. And this happens to be a cup of organic whole milk. You could use coconut milk. You can use almond milk. I think coconut milk's a little richer. You could also, and then it was a cup of water. So that's what that is. I'm going to whisk this up off camera, but it's going to make a very liquidy batter. I'm just going to pour it into a cake pan. I'm going to grab a little butter the cake pan, pour in the ingredients, and cook it for about 30 minutes at 350. And when it's cool, then I'll ice it, and I'll give you some tips on making icing in a little while. Thanks so much.